you have a great Sunday wherever you are in this world here. Just a very brief update on some of the stuff that I've seen on X or Twitter, but also a few charts that I want to show you. If you want to become a member, check out the links as you can see here in the top of the screen. Yeah, I hope you will enjoy your stay if you decide to. So Twitter here, X. Let's see what is happening. This is GDX Trader here with Uber. So you can see here we have a trend line coming from all the way back down from 2023. And you can see here we're getting close to that. Falling wedge here, very extended to the downside. That was a massively failed breakout, by the way. So maybe there is a little bit of a spike here for Uber when we get into that resistance, support down here. You can see here the close up as well. So yeah, I think this is coming to an end. We're down from like 90 down to like 60, so that is quite a drop for Uber. But as you remember, from failed breakouts comes huge reversals, and this is definitely one of them. So yeah. My chart here, silver, on the weekly time frame. So it's really a fight here to flip this support for the bulls. So we're talking, the support is the $30. Right now it is support. It's trying to flip it here. We have tried a few times where we have failed, and now we're trying again. And the uptrend here, you can see, is coming right here as a zoom as well. Wedge pattern here, so big decision coming up very shortly. Little bit of a nasty-ish, weekly candle here. You can see the huge wick there on the top, still back into that range. So yeah, the next few weeks here will decide if we hold or not. If we don't, if we start to drop back below 30, then it opens up, moves down to like 27 or 28 for the silver. Hopefully it doesn't, right? Hopefully. Here we have, this is iron, so this is the Chinese futures iron, and I think it has a great, wind up structure, big fractal, 2-year fractal, that looks more bullish than bearish, to be honest. And yeah, if that is the case, there will be investment opportunities in iron and the companies, within. So that's one thing that we follow both on the YouTube and Substack to see if there's some possibilities. It's still a 2-year fractal, so it will take some time to pick its direction. But when it does, I think there will be something going on there for iron. Again, yesterday an update on the Max 7 and ARC, just to dive into the tech sector, how it is looking. Posted for members on YouTube and on Substack. U.UN here, this is a very fascinating chart in my opinion. The sentiment here is still crap for uranium, even though we have done tremendously well. But again, 2024 we basically has done nothing. For the URA, basically flat, I think. URNM the same. Spot price has been bull flagging. So, well, the U.UN has been bull flagging for the entire 2024. So yeah, no one is looking at uranium right now, and we still have a beautiful setup here within this overall blue uptrend. The flagpole to the flag here you're pointing to, roughly 60 here, maybe 57 to be more exact, and that's also the 1.618 fib from this whole structure here. So when this, in my opinion, winds to the upside, because usually they do, right? Not 100%, but usually. Again, we will have spot price increasing, you will have miners do well. The miners already is, outperforming the metal. If you look at the URA, not the URNM, it still needs, a little bit to confirm that. We did look at that. Here we have GDX Trader Copper. Look at that, a 1 year, basically 2024. Look at this winding up here again. Whichever way we go, it's going to be a big move, right? We have a beautiful, large consolidation pinching in here. Great chart, very simple. 2 rails, and then you have, which way will it go. So I will say, if we get above like 4.3 here, I think we're going to break out. And below roughly, let's call it 4 or like 4.10 depending, then again we have a move to the downside for copper. Also, if you take the highs from here, right, that is your breakout line for the upside, and the low side you can have this one here, so you get a little bit of a smaller triangle. But definitely, I completely agree with this take here from GDX Trader. Palladium, good old Palladium here into support. You can see the support from August, November, and now we're here again. We bounced here sharply, and then it has been a weak little, sideways action here. Actually, you can have a little bit of a channel going on there also. But Palladium looked really nice. We had that doji there, and then we came down because that was price resistance, and then we had the overextension in my opinion, with the Trump victory and the over increasingly strong dollar right now. So that was the reason for that little extra push down. So still under pressure here, Palladium actually. Still in its bottoming range, a 2-year bottoming range. So Phosphorus metals, again, big decision coming up here. You can see we have the lower trend line and the upper. Either way we go, it's going to be a big move. A break to the upside here takes us, in my opinion, to the triangle high there, at roughly 1.1. A breakdown, then you can easily see 0.5 or so, maybe a little bit less, lower in the phosphorus metals. Again, in here you have the wind-up structure right there, so big decision coming up here from that alone. And you have the momentum here, so again, we shall see. We shall see. Uranium miners divided by the spot price. Again, this was the big breakout moment in this ratio, and we have actually been outperforming the metal. Again, the metal has also come down a bit, so it doesn't mean that the URA is in the green for that period, but green uptrend, we are at support here. Let's see if we hold for the week here to come. Hopefully we do. If not, I could actually see a weekly time framed test here all the way down to like 0.36 or so in the ratio, and we are now at 0.4 roughly. So that wouldn't be ideal. Last but not least, I will quickly cover silver here. Again, there was a beautiful breakout with a downtrend into the 30, double bottom here, sideways. Then we broke out, retest, and then we suddenly collapsed here on the 6-hourly time frame into the long-term uptrend that comes from like 2-year back. So important here for silver to hold on the short-term time frames. Not gonna lie. Cool. I want to show you quickly very quickly, if I can find it, there it is, the iron setup here. So here we have there it is, like that. Cool. So you can see here we have the major high there in 2021, and then we started to do the big sharp collapse or pushback, bear rally, and then we're actually going to go sideways now. So a break below here, so basically below 90. Let's zoom in here. Below 90 will definitely open up for a lot of pressure to the downside. The first stop will be roughly 77 here, if that holds. Or if you're lucky, not lucky, but again, the upside is again obviously a break roughly at around 100 and depending, but 115, and then it opens up for the move to the upside within this whole structure. And I could easily see us going to the highs here and actually beyond. So that is my take here on the iron chart. And but yeah, let's cut it here and have an amazing day, guys. 10 minutes, it's perfect. Cheers, guys. Bye.